Mamaroneck because I will be losing my colleague on the town board.
You can't do both?
We already looked into that, but we are so happy to be able to work together going forward. We're going to have an incredible bond between the town and the village. We already have a great bond. It's going to be even better. We're going to be able to do great So we're going to introduce our newly elected candidates who are now candidates-elect. And first is Nora Lucas.
Well, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
You have to speak very loud.
Okay, I'm going to be louder. I'm speechless. It's
Quiet back there.
it's exciting. I'm very happy to be a trustee. I couldn't have had a better running mate. I couldn't have had a better group of people to work on the campaign. We got so much help from so many people who I hope will help and keep sticking to board meetings. And I can't believe how full this room is. And I just want to say, I have to be louder. I just want to say that I'm really thrilled to be the next village trustee of the Village of Mamaroneck, and I can't wait to start work. Maybe not tomorrow.
And here is our mayor-elect.
Catherine Parker re-elected.
Oh, yes!
I'm going to be a bit longer than Nora. I've been waiting to give this speech for a long time. And I don't even know what I'm going to say. I'm overwhelmed by what has happened in the village of Mamaroneck, and I'm overwhelmed by the crowd that is here tonight. I look around and there's a story to every face, something we've worked on or something we've been a part of. You've all brought us here. There are people here tonight that did an amazing amount of work, but there are also people who aren't here tonight who brought me here. Three people I have to mention right off the bat. The first two are my mom and dad. My mom and dad, thank you. They really deserve applause because we weren't easy boys. But my mom and dad passed a long time ago. And they never got to see their grandchildren, and they never got to see their boys become men. But what they did do is they gave us the building blocks to be good men. It took me a long time to assemble those building blocks, but they were all there, and they were provided by Jane and Jimmy Murphy. And I also, my mother would want me to say this if I said anything about her. My mother was a good Catholic, but not only was she a good Catholic, she was a Christian.
Sure.
She was the kind of person who taught us, and my father taught us, to do for others before you do it for yourself. And that's what they did in their lives. And that was the example they set for me and my brothers. And it was an example of service. They taught us if you can do something for somebody, you have an obligation to do it. Whether you like that person or not, it's your obligation. That's what God wanted you to do. I mean, I've kind of fallen away from the church, but that lesson is the lesson that they gave us. And the last person who was responsible for me being here that I have to mention is the mother of my children, Leah Lennon Murphy. She helped me take that raw material and meld it together into a decent human being. The marriage didn't work out, and that's mostly on me. But the friendship and the affection endure. And I couldn't ask for a better mother for my children than Leah Lennon Murphy. Now, this has been an amazing ride. Nora has been a pleasure to work with. The people on the campaign committee. I'm just gonna. If I forget somebody, please don't be angry with me.
I'll say.
Yes. Robert Stark, Celia Felcher, Greta Heaney, Sue McCrory, Stuart Teekert, Meg Jurgen, who's like, Who am I forgetting? And
Allison, Kathy.
Allison, Kathy, Megan Williams, everybody who put blood, sweat, and tears into this. We don't get here on our own. We get here on the shoulders of others. I'm looking in front of me at 3 Village of Mamaroneck mayors, all women. All Democrats. Am I the first Village of Mamaroneck man? Democrat?
No.
Oh, Hardy Phillips, sorry, Hardy Phillips.
Bob
In this century.
Bob
I'm the first Village of Mamaroneck Dem mayor.
You got big shoes to fill though with these women, buddy.
And with Hardy Phillips, we didn't see Hardy Phillips' feet. But you know what? We're going to do great things. This is the beginning of taking back our village, taking back our county, taking back our country. A year ago, we all woke up and it was a nightmare. And the nightmare hasn't ended, the darkness has kept up. But tonight, we push back. Tonight, the sun comes out. Tonight is a different day. And next year, we take back Congress. And 4 years from now, we take back our goddamn country. The next person I want to introduce is another winner tonight. I've said this before. I only know one person who might have been a Betty County legislature. But she's done a terrific job. I look forward to working with her. I appreciate how she's handled herself in the county legislature. She's done an amazing job, and she's going to be reelected tonight. Catherine Parker.
Let me start by saying thank you. Thank you so much for re-electing me for a 3rd term as Westchester County Legislator. I am so grateful to you, and I look forward to working with you in the future on all the vision that we share. I also want to say thank you for recognizing that I'm part of the community. We're in this community together, the Sound Shore, and I've been so gratified throughout this campaign that I've met more and more people. After 4 years of representing the district, I feel that I have so many friends, but I've met so many more, and it's been so gratifying to really feel like we're really very like-minded and on the same page, and it's been really wonderful. It is wonderful to know that we have Tom and Nora, and joining Leon, who's here, Leon Potok, who's here.
Victor.
And Victor's here, very good, and I assume Keith must be here somewhere. It's going to be exciting, and I really feel that going forward, Mamaroneck, the village, is going to be really well served. So I want to say thank you again. I'm going to stop talking because there's somebody else that you need to hear from.
Yeah.
This is
Ladies and gentlemen, very good chance, our next county executive, George Latimer.
Mayor Tom Murphy. How great does that sound? Trustee Nora Lucas. You got yourselves a village board. And it has to be said, a great town council, Nancy Seligson and Jane Eney. And now joining the team, Sabrina Fiddleman. And a wonderful judge. Don't get any parking tickets or you'll face him. Ron Meisner. County Legislator Catherine Parker. It was a mere 26 years ago that I was a Rye City Councilman, and I was asked to run for the county legislative seat that Catherine now holds. It had never been held by a Democrat at that point in time. And we had wonderful people run: Elaine Price, Caroline Silverstone, Janet DeMacy, Dee Topa. Wonderful people ran. And because of the nature of the district, it couldn't be won by a Democrat up to that point. But I talked to the people of that day, Dolores Battaglia, Miriam Kernan, the folks who were running the parties, and they said, we think you have that chance. That first time in July, when I started knocking on doors on Hinman Place and Anita Lane, and then the cross streets in that portion of Rhinebeck, was the first time I ever crossed the border from Rye, where I live, to campaign in Mamaroneck. 26 years later, this is what you have done for me. You've given me a chance to be not just a county legislator and an assemblyman, and then do the very best I could to fill the shoes of Susie Oppenheimer, which is not doable, but I did the best I could for 5 years. But now, I promised these guys I was going to back up the money truck from the county. No more money from Mount Pleasant. Money from Mamaroneck. We don't know yet what the final results is of the race I'm in. I was just in Rye City, where we won a big victory. I'm here in Mamaroneck Village and Town, where we won a big victory. But more important than that are the people in this room that I know and love. You have been beside me in so many different experiences. And there are things that I've done where I failed. And there are things where I've done where I could have done it better than I did do. But at the end of the day, I never gave Mamaroneck and Larchmont any less than my 100% love and attention. And if the world came to an end, if the world came to an end, I'd be clinging to three sticks that said Larchmont, Mamaroneck, and Rye, because those three communities have given me every opportunity to serve in public. So now, if it is, we'll see when I've got to go to White Plains and then the county thing. We'll see what happens. But if it does come that I have an opportunity to be your county executive, it's still going to be George. There's no imperial group of people around me. There's no 5 levels of buffer between me. That's going to be the same relationship, the same Catherine George relationship, the same Randy George relationship, the same Robin George relationship. It's going to be the same, only I'm going to have the opportunity to do more for this village and more for this town. And that's really what I want to do. I want to recognize Robin Phelps Latimer, who's here somewhere, hiding in the back. We recognize Susie Oppenheimer. I don't know if Steve Otis has made it here, but he's on his way. Here and gone. Here and gone already. Okay, well, that's a good sign. But thank you very much, and thank you for sending Tom Murphy and Nora Lucas to the village board. Great job. Thanks. Nora, the bar is open. I'm going to go up to that field coach.
Congratulations. I hope it's not premature. I don't think it is. There's one more thank you to do. And Nancy's going to do it. Hold on.
We have a really strong committee of Democrats in the town of Mamaroneck, and we have to thank Rick Marsico for chairing that committee. We want to thank Ann McAndrews for being the treasurer, and we want to thank all of the folks who have come out and been energized and engaged this year, that have put so much effort and work and helped support us, because they've really made a difference, and that's what's made a difference in this election.
Exactly.
So thank you so much to everyone who has supported the town of Mamaroneck Democrats, the village of Mamaroneck Democrats, and the county Democrats. Thank you.